So last time we were saying maybe one of you should do the intro instead, because Grace said mine was boring. So, Grace, why don't you do an intro?
Alright, you, James. Welcome to the shipping forecast. I don't know why you're still here, you c***s. Alright, let's get the show on the road then. Yo, Nick, how's it going,
Whoa.
James? How is it, yeah? Cool, right, let's get on it. Animal Crossing, here we go then. Prepare to have your minds f***ed. Right. How's that, James, you c***?
Wow. Someone woke up on the wrong side of the bed this
My
morning.
bed is attached to a wall. It's the wrong side every morning.
That explains a lot about your life, to be honest.
So, after...
Hello, everyone.
So, yeah.
Welcome to the shipping forecast. Sorry about Grace.
Yeah. Hello, after going all in on that intro.
Yeah, wow. Where do we go from that?
Yeah. I'll tell you where we could go. A little bit of admin first.
Okay.
It's, I went, after we finished recording, I went home and I binge watched the entire series of Good Omens. Yeah. It was,
What did you think of that?
it was very good. I really enjoyed it, and the fanfiction managed to ruin it for me. However,
Hey, did they improve it for you?
They neither ruined or improved it, to be fair. It was just
Okay.
a solid piece of BBC drama, basically. However, one thing I did notice is that after out of all this time, after what was it, sort of 2-3 episodes on Good Omens, we've been.
I think we did 5 in total.
Yeah, quite possibly. Time flies when you're having fun. And yeah, I discovered that we were pronouncing Crowley's name wrong. It's actually Crowley. So, as in Crow's Nest rather than Mr. Crowley. So, yeah, I'd like to apologise to our listeners and those of you who believe in a higher power, because that means Crowley exists and is real, and we've been pronouncing his name wrong, like I just did then.
So, I'm a book reader, and there is no pronunciation in the book.
Yes.
So, I'm gonna say fuck off. I'm gonna pronounce it how I read it when I read the book.
And I'm going to say that in the film he was originally Crawley, and that demons all named
Yes.
Crawley, and he decided to change his name to Crowley midway through some sort of century or another.
Yes, I saw that. Yeah.
It was a midlife crisis for him.
So, yeah, Crowley, if you're listening, we apologise, and I'm really, really sorry about the Bentley.
So, with that out the way,
So I've just got my
Yeah.
page up, and I've gone on to Animal Crossing, and I haven't...
I was about to introduce what we're covering first.
I think I already introduced what we were covering.
Yeah,
but...
Actually, yeah, not only did you already introduce it, but also it's in the title of the episode, so...
Yeah.
We're doing Animal Crossing. I'd like to talk about our experiences of Animal Crossing as well, because we normally do that at the start of
that's
an
true.
episode.
So,
So,
I've played 2 versions. I've got the latest one, which is New Horizons, and I have the old one, which was on DS, which I think... Oh, I can't remember the name of it. I think it was just Animal Crossing something or another.
there are a lot of games in the
The-
series as well, aren't there?
The new one is New Horizons, I think.
That
Yes.
is right.
Yes, there we go.
And I don't know why the game is stressing me out so much, because, like, they've got, like, the stocks and... They've got... Not only is the stocks and shares turnip market absolutely doing my head in, because I always end up having to buy them more than what I can sell them for, regardless of what day I turn up. Like, they never want to buy it more than what I've sold it. I mean, you know what I mean. It's just so annoying. I'm just not making any money of it, so I'm ending up just eating them, trying to terraform my island and dig all these fucking trees up. And I didn't realise how much I planted. Like, I planted tons of flowers everywhere, so I'm digging all those bastards up. There's no easy way to get rid of these flowers. I'm wondering, like, is there a flamethrower I can buy in this game so I could just absolutely torch the place and start over? It's doing my head in. Absolutely doing my head in. So
Nice.
I've had to sit it down and just, like, have a cup of tea and go, right, and draw out what I want on this fucking island, so I don't have to keep digging it up and doing it over again because I've done it wrong. Absolute fucking nightmare. Oh.
So Wild World is the one on the DS,
Yes,
and
that was
New
it.
Leaf is the 3DS. So I didn't know which.
Wild
Okay.
World.
Wiki Wild World. Okay.
That's the one.
Oh, are we doing that at some point as well?
I'm hoping for a crossover between Animal Crossing Wild World and my favourite Will Smith film, Wild Wild West.
Oh, that'd be
Oh.
great.
The
Yeah.
first crossover.
That's something to look out for.
Yeah.
The first crossover I've actually seen on the explicit search for Animal Crossing is.
So
Is
Grace,
this an
once again,
Undertale?
hold your horses.
I do what I want.
Nick.
Yes.
Nick, tell us about your experiences with Animal Crossing.
Okay, so my experience of Animal Crossing is my girlfriend bought it for the Nintendo Switch that she got because she really loves it. Unfortunately, she bought it on, I think it was during the same month that a game called SnowRunner came out.
Okay.
Which is a game about driving big off-road trucks very slowly through mud. And I've been playing a lot of that while my girlfriend has been playing a lot of Animal Crossing on the Switch. But
I was going to say, are they on the same console, or is that...
oh no, SnowRunner's on my PS4, and of course you can play the Switch in like a handheld mode sort of thing. So yeah. I've only sort of got snippets, but by the sounds of things, it sort of like portrays itself as like a happy, chilled out game where you build houses for animals and stuff like that. However, the way that my girlfriend Sophie goes on about it, it's apparently the most infuriating game out there. I mean, I get pretty pissed off when I've spent like 3 hours dragging a fucking trailer through a load of mud to deliver to some research expedition at the top of a mountain or something like that, and I get within like 300 yards and my truck rolls over, but that's nothing compared to the kind of rage that Sophie experiences when she's playing Animal Crossing. It's biblical. It's apparently quite stressful.
Terraforming is just terrifying.
I'm sensing a pattern here.
Yes.
Absolute nightmare. Like, you kind of... I don't know anything about agriculture or architecture or landscape design, but I don't want to fucking do it. If Animal Crossing has taught me anything, I don't want anything to do with it. I look into my garden and I'm just like, go fuck yourself, and I walk back inside. Like, no, I'm not moving my furniture about, I'm just going to leave it. Fuck it. Yeah.
Sorry, was that in real life? Or
Yes, that was in
Animal
real
Crossing?
life, James. Animal Crossing
Okay,
has put
just
me off
checking.
having a house and a garden and just anything else.
I see. So do the villagers, do they not, contribute, an income or anything like that?
No.
Like, what's the point in having them?
There isn't one.
Huh.
That's honestly, you are basically a skivvy.
That seems like a bad oversight, to be honest.
Yeah, you're basically a skivvy for a bunch of dossers.
Huh.
And you're trying to pay off a con man who is the very reason why you're on this island in the first place, apparently.
Ah, the Tom Nook.
Yes, Tom Nook.
Yeah.
So for listeners, I've not played any Animal Crossing. I've no idea what's going on. I was just told by Nick and Grace that this is a popular game, and I've seen a couple memes out there, so I figured, sure, let's do Animal Crossing.
Yeah, let's...
So yeah, this will be exciting for me. But I've heard of Tom Nook. I've heard of there's a dog that keeps getting kind of sexualized, which seems a bit
Isabel.
odd to me.
What
Isabel,
fucking
the golden
Isabel?
retriever.
Isabel, that's the one.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm afraid Doom can't protect her forever.
Yeah, so that's the other thing we didn't mention. And one of my predictions, I expect we're going to see a lot of Doom crossover because that seems to be how the internet's going.
Yeah.
Those games came out on the same day and those fandoms just merged into this kind of unusual love.
Yeah.
Like one game's about building little villages for cute animals and one is about slaying demons. So
Yeah.
I mean, maybe it's because when you're playing Doom, you wish that you were building cute little houses for cute little animals. and when you're playing Animal Crossing, you wish that you were sort of like slaying demons with a variety of weapons.
Yeah, I could believe that, honestly.
I mean,
Right, shall we dive into some fanfiction?
I guess so.
Yeah, well, I guess.
Yeah,
Here-
I think I've
here
learned all I
goes
need to
nothing.
know about the Animal Crossing fandom, so let's dive in.
Oh my god.
I noticed there's the character button. I might search just for Tom Nook
Alright.
as well, just to kind of see what comes up there. 'Cause
Oh, what the fuck?
he's the only
What the
character I
fuck?
really know about,
What the fuck?
and
Extra cash on the side
Oh.
by Boyfuck Wonderland is Timmy Nook, Tommy Nook, Timmy Nook and Tom Nook. So like, Nook realizes that there's a way to make some extra cash by selling his own nephews for sex.
what?
Oh, for God's sake!
You weren't kidding about how dark the Animal Crossing fandom can be.
That's that. Ugh. Fuck's sake. Dubious consent. That's not consensual. Don't give me that. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
I mean, I found one which could be one of the first one.
Yeah.
It's called Animal Crossing New Harem Island.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Is that just your character and everyone?
Yes, it's
assume so.
Oh,
the
shit,
tags are, Mayor Villager, Villager, Harems, alternate universe, harem, multiple partners, multiple
I
relationships.
think it's pronounced harem, Nick.
Harem, whichever, apologies. Oral sex, rough oral sex, anal sex, vaginal fingering, penis and vagina sex, gangbang, rough sex, furry, no shit, sex, shower sex, public sex, drunk sex, lesbian sex, and sex toys.
Jesus. That's a lot.
Wow. I'm not sure I want to read that about Animal Crossing.
Sorry, Grace, what did you find?
Oh, I think I found something equally similar to what Nick was saying called Workplace Romp, which is by Sir
Workplace Romp.
Scullion. And yeah, you become the new mayor of this place, and yeah, you grow very fond of your new assistant Isabel. When the urge to be with her grows
I
too
knew this
strong,
was
you
coming,
take it
but-
upon yourself to indulge in your fantasies with her, only to learn that she unabashedly shares them. And it's workplace romance, anthropomorphic, POV second person, handjob, breast fondling, make-out, exposure, exhibitionism, almost caught, doggy style, ba-dum-bum, she's a dog. Bent over desk, creamed by overflowing orgasm, which I don't know what the fuck that means. But sure.
Let's not linger on that.
I can only assume that breast fondling, she's got 6 of them. Because she's a dog.
Yeah, that...
But, you
More
know,
breasts the
find
merrier.
out.
I've never heard of a second-person fic before.
Really? Have you actually found one?
Well, that's what Grace was saying. It's a second-person
Oh, wow.
fic. So it's the perspective of someone watching someone bang Isabel.
It
my
does sound
understanding is
like
correct.
that, doesn't it?
Let's talk about Nude Leaf, if that's...
I've found a better one.
Okay, yeah, let's talk about that then. Put it in the chat.
Yeah, I've actually found a better one because I think this will be hilarious. I don't think it's that explicit, but yeah, let me just
Doesn't
put it
matter.
in Discord. Here it is.
Does that ring a bell?
Yeah, does that ring a bell? Shall I read the tags?
Sure.
So, the first one, it's a slash fic between Tom Nook and a bag of bells. I should explain to the listener. Bells is the in-game currency in Animal Crossing. So anyway, the additional tags read as porn, I made myself cry, Animal Crossing New Horizons, Animal Crossing references, he fucks a bag of bells, capitalism king.
I'm really disappointed that Capitalism Kink doesn't have any other things written about it.
Oh
the summary-
There's at least 5 pages worth of... There's at least 5 pages with capitalism in the tags.
Oh, here we go. That we'll have to save that for the ideology episodes. Yeah, I
So,
think.
Grace, you like horror, don't you?
What makes you think that? Why?
You're a big fan of at least one horror series that I know of. So, I have a crossover here between Animal Crossing and do you guys remember Five Nights at Freddy's?
I never watched it, never liked it, never cared for it, so...
It's a game.
Nah,
so...
I don't know.
Yeah.
I remember it. Everybody raved about it for about.
Yeah, it was big in like
seconds.
the early 2010s.
Yeah.
It's a horror game about this haunted like diner with
And of
these
course,
robots
they
in it.
sexualised all the fucking animatronics in that as well. It got weird, and I stayed away from it.
Well, we're gonna have to find out. I'm putting this on the list.
So yeah, I guess we're doing.
If we're doing that, why don't we throw all the fucking Undertale crossovers I found on the equally disturbing?
I'm up for Undertale.
Oh, you go look for some Undertale. You add it into something.
Fine. Maybe I will.
All right.
Guys, this is the Animal Crossing episode. I am.
Okay, so I have one written by someone called Tom Tom Nook Nook, who I'm assuming is a very big Animal Crossing fan. Is Tom Nook in all the games, by the way?
Yeah, I
or
think
is he like?
so. Maybe not the mobile game, but he's definitely been in the other ones.
Okay, well this one has the tag Dystopian AU.
Okay.
It's also gay erotica, I think. It's got the M/M tag. This is called It's Not Exactly Cheating.
Right.
Okay.
And it's a dystopian AU. There you go.
Let's have a look. Okay. The
mayor wakes up in a cruel world
Oh my god.
where Tom Nook is an evil dictator who rules lives.
that's just Animal Crossing, though, isn't it?
That sounds like what you've been telling me it is.
Yeah, this is graphic depictions of
Oh.
violence and rape / non-con.
What the fuck?
So I understand what this is about now. This is about something you mentioned before we started recording. This is about the time travel glitch, by the looks of it.
Yes. It's... Yeah, that's it.
This is Tom Nook using the time travel glitch to kind of make all money by changing the date and time on the Switch's internal clock.
So, basically it's number 2 of Back to the Future.
Yeah, this is Back to the Future, but Animal Crossing.
Yes.
By the looks of it. And I don't think that's a bad thing.
Jesus.
You don't think that's a bad thing, and yet the archive warnings are graphic depictions of violence and of rape / non-con, and you don't think that's a bad thing.
That bit I think is a bad thing.
Yeah.
But
That's clearly
I
a
don't
bad
endorse
thing.
rape or non-con. But I think this could be an interesting read, is what I'm saying.
Keeping warm.
Yeah.
Keeping warm.
I only saw.
Oh no.
It's
Oh.
because of the number of
No
hits
thanks.
I saw on it. I was just like, what the fuck? And I know who Fang
The
is.
mayor of Sanguine Village keeps warm. Okay, who is Fang?
Fang is a wolf. So of course popular.
Aha.
Because
And
furries.
Grace, what does the tag not mean?
Oh, we're
You know
fucking
what it
here, aren't
means,
we?
James. You know what it means. We've covered this.
For the
bullshit.
audience, what does that mean?
Oh my
We-
god.
we-
And not.
We have arrived.
So Alpha, Beta, Omega universes are where. I don't know.
Oh, we've covered
I
that,
don't know.
but Notting specifically.
I've covered Notting specifically, I swear. Alright, never mind. Notting is where your dick swells up and you get stuck in there for a while until it deflates. That's literally all it is, just being impaled uncomfortably for a little while.
I see.
After
Thank you for
shooting
clarifying
your load.
that.
Yeah, pretty much. There we go. Congratulations. You've learned something.
Do you reckon that leads to like a lot of awkward small talk? Like when you're just kind of stuck?
I guess we'll find out.
I guess we'll find out. Yeah, it's going on the list.
No.
I don't want to read that.
Give it to Nick.
Honestly, this was us talking last week. Like, oh, I don't think we're being explicit enough because I forgot to search with explicit tags, and now here we are.
Yeah, Grace, you got what you wished for. How does that feel?
I know. I said to myself last week, okay, Grace, you're clearly you're digging your grave here, and here I am stepping in. Okay.
But for now, Nick, I believe you had a tentacle fic for us to see.
I did. Did I?
Oh, I'm sorry, I have to interrupt you because I want to read you this title.
Okay.
So this fic is called... I'll post it as I read it. So this fic is called Tom Nook's Gargantuan Throbbing Man Wand by I Want Tom Nook to Eat My Ass.
Oh, what the fuck? Are you okay? Oh god, there goes Nick. Alright.
So the tags include...
Oh, I'm
Tags
sorry.
include
I'm sorry.
Daddy, Kinky, Piss Play, Nipple Play, Vor, Getting Railed by Tom Nook's Gargantuan Cock, and Moaning.
Oh my god.
I'm sensing a theme.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I'm sorry, I should have warned you before that came in. Oh, it's only a paragraph long.
Maybe that's a good thing.
Oh wait, there aren't even any chapters. It's a paragraph and a half.
I am stealing Gargantuan Throbbing Man Wand.
I bet you are. So, the top comments. Someone has said, your username gives me whiplash, which is fair. But the highest comment in all caps is, where's the Vor? And they've replied, it's coming soon, my friend.
Oh no.
Oh no.
No.
Hang on a sec. There is another comment here saying, the fact this is so short, but with a piss kink in your username made me laugh so hard. I mean, I can't believe that they got
We're here
past...
for this username.
I can't believe that they got past Gargantuan Throbbing Man One without losing their fucking shit.
Would anyone object if I named the episode Tom Nook's Gargantuan Throbbing Man Wand?
I object.
Your objections have been noted.
Noted and overruled.
It's at least going in the description.
Oh, no. I've searched from most recent, and the most...
Okay.
It seems everyone seems to be thirsting over Wilbur, the dodo with the glasses, Isabel, obviously, back to Wilbur and Orville, then Raymond, finally, and Raymond again, then Tom Nook and Red is the fox and he is a rival of Tom Nook because he comes to Ireland and tries to sell you art and also fake art, so he'll come along and he'll have like the Mona Lisa and he'll be like, hey, do you want this? You know, only 3,000 bells, you know, it's a fucking steal, my friend. And you're just like, yeah, go on then. And you give it to the owl who runs the museum, and he's just like, oh wow, the Mona Lisa, how the fuck did you get this? You know, ask no questions, and it just goes in the fucking museum, because, like, he's not gonna... that owl doesn't care where he gets this artwork from, no, you know. Oh god, it's just so weird.
So what you are in Animal Crossing...
Are you certain
is
it's the
effects.
fake Mona Lisa? Is the thing?
So there's a system in it where you look at the artwork and it's called like a proper painting or a pretty painting or a nice statue or whatever it is, and you look at it and you've got to be able to tell if it's the real one or not. So there's a fake one and a real one. And if you're not sure, you buy it. It comes to you in the post. You go over to the owl in the museum, Blathers, and he'll assess it for you. And he'll go, "Oh shit, I'm sorry, this is a forgery," or "Oh shit, this is Michelangelo's David." You know. Yeah,
So
alright, we'll take this
owl
off
is
your
just not
hands.
for you.
Thank you for your donation. You know.
I know. I do love that. You're basically like a fence for stolen art, selling it to
Yeah.
this absolutely fucking clueless owl that runs a museum
Yeah.
in order to fill the museum up.
I like how you're the island representative that Tom Nook has entrusted the position to. And you're literally going behind his back to his arch nemesis to buy stolen goods off of him. And then, like,
Okay.
yeah, and it's just like... But yeah, a lot of the fandom recently have been into the idea that Tom Nook and Red used to be
Be lovers.
and they're now
I'm
like
guessing.
bitter exes who fucking
Oh my
hate
God.
each other.
Yeah, I can believe that.
Which I can get behind. I find that amusing.
Nice. So I've just found an old friend in this crossover. Someone we've covered before. Would you guys care to guess who this is going to be?
Is it Regret Pile?
No, sorry, not
Oh, what?
Regret Pile. Regret Pile, if you're out there, please write some Animal Crossing shitting fan fiction. Please.
Oh god.
No, I'm of course referring to the Untitled Goose.
What?
Oh, really?
Oh, what
Yeah.
the fuck?
This is Untitled Goose moves to Untitled Town in Animal Crossing.
Oh, fucking yes. Is that
A
gonna...
goose moves to Untitled Town. There's nothing strange about that. Or is there? This is no ordinary goose villager.
Oh, brilliant. So it's just gonna be this goose, like, turning up and fucking things up. That's gonna be brilliant.
Skimming through, it looks it. Villager, this is terrible. Someone has vandalized our museum. I swear I only closed my eyes for a minute, but the bugs are loose.
Oh man.
That's gonna be excellent. I'm not sure if it's funnier than Manwand, but yeah, that'll be pretty good.
I found The Storm on the Sea of Galilee by DJ Riley. And I found a really disturbing tagged one. So it's Red and Blathers. And
So who
it's...
are Red and Blathers, just for
Red
just for
Red
the-
is that
the
that
audience?
fucking fox I was telling you about just now, who likes to sell you the
Oh,
artwork,
okay.
and Blathers is the head of the museum. And the tags read as this: Tom Nook, humanized animals, Omegaverse, oviposition, mating cycles,
Oh,
in
no.
heat, Omega, stolen artwork, criminal character, first time, not in crack,
Oh no.
treated seriously, which is probably the worst thing out of all the tags. No happy ending, breakup, shameless smile, egg laying, angst, unconventional, ABO dynamics, Alpha Omega. Red is Romanian. I don't know.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but characters in Animal Crossing, they don't have voices, do they?
No,
So
they
there's-
speak in like Animalese, which is like chopped up Latin
Mm.
letters. But
So why
I
Romanian?
don't know. He's a fox with like a Japanese leaf on his. I don't know what I mean by Japanese leaf. Like I mean the leaf. Like I think they're traditionally iconized with Japan. But what? Never mind. Just cut that out. Don't know what the fuck I'm going on about. Either
Okay.
way.
Well-
So Omega is written. It's not spelled as you would normally spell Omega. It's egg.
Yeah.
With EGG
Yeah.
capitalized.
Why?
I get the feeling I know who's going to be pregnant in this.
Yeah.
I think it's the owl.
I would say
I'd
it's the
also-
owl, but I also saw oviposition, so I'm guessing maybe the
Yeah, oh,
fox
yeah.
lays the
Oh,
egg,
no.
maybe?
Oh no.
So we've all seen Alien, right?
Yeah.
You know where like the face hugger like jumps? Do you reckon the owl like does that to the
I don't
fox
know.
and just kind of lays an egg in red,
don't-
and like the alien thing happens with like an owl?
Man.
I honestly have no idea, but I'm guessing we're going to find out.
Oh,
I'd also like to
probably.
point out that this is part 2 in a series. Do you know what the
shit.
series called?
Crossing
No.
boundaries.
Crossing boundaries. Crossing fucking boundaries. You don't say. Really.
Oh no. Oh.
Oh no! I've just seen what the first one has,
Oh.
and there's a tag I never thought I'd see, which is Dodocest.
What did he say?
Dodocest.
Oh.
Like incest, but
That's
dodos.
the two dodos who are on the fucking airport.
Eggy
There's one thing about Dodo Omegas that Orville is very used to.
Fuck or die. What? That's a tag.
Yeah, no, yeah. So listen, there is like a branch of Alpha, Beta, Omega fan fictions where like it's dangerous to go into heat and not get fucked and pregnant. Like you've heard of weasels and stoats and ferrets and shit.
Yes.
Like the females in there, if they go into heat, they can actually die of like by not being banged.
Too thirsty.
Yeah, they die of the thirst. And yeah, so it's they've added this to dodos. Maybe this is why they went extinct, because they're both males and can't get pregnant. But that's never stopped like fanfic writers before, has it?
No, it hasn't.
Oh, I found that I need to pay for my loan one, where you bang the fox to pay off your debt.
I wondered when that was going to come up.
Hit 666.
Yeah, I had a feeling. Yeah, when we discussed this before we agreed to do this episode, I was saying that I suspected there would be a fic of someone going, "Oh, no, my rent is due and I can't pay. Is there anything I can do, Mr. Nook?"
It's
And
called
then-
The Island Cum Dump by Boy Ninja 12.
What a name. Okay, you've got to send us that.
Dear. And Jackson has a huge debt to pay to a certain Tanuki and, well, ...
So how well do you guys know your early 2000s boy bands?
I know McFly and Busted, and that's about it, and not very well.
I know of them, yeah.
Okay, so I have a fic here that has MCR, Fallout Boy, and Linkin Park all living in the Animal Crossing universe.
Sorry, hang on a minute. Hang on. They're not boy bands, Jim.
They
They're
kind of
emo
are.
bands.
They're emo bands.
Are there any girls in any of those bands?
No.
No, but that's not the point.
Then it's a boy band.
Yeah. So,
I rest my case.
Do you know what? All the former edgy teen girls are fucking raging at us now.
If you're an edgy teen girl and you dislike my depiction of MCR as a boy band, please write in to thefanshippingforecast@gmail.com.
and we won't read what you've written.
Anyway, I stand by that. Yeah.
No, I kind of like the idea of Fallout Boy, especially being described as a boy band.
No, hang on.
Is there any reason we shouldn't?
And My Chemical Romance is like.
They're absolutely a boy band.
That's
Come
it.
on.
There's like the whole sort of like edginess and shit, and the Black Parade and stuff like that. It's like, no, you're a fucking boy band.
No, never mind that. They've been taken to an Animal Crossing island to live, like, to shoot down presents on balloons and go fishing and catch insects and pay their debts off to a raccoon. Like,
Yeah,
and get
that's
all their
kind of the
clothes
gist
from
of
a
this
pair of
fic.
hedgehogs. Like, yeah, that's not edgy at all, is it, really? But I bet you it'll get edgy. Just, I don't know, I think the person who would want those characters on an Animal Crossing island would make their lives terrible. You know what I mean? I like give them lots of drama, like someone drowns at sea, someone gets suicidal and tries to kill themselves, and everyone else is like, no, don't do it, Gary, or whoever the fuck their names are. And, you know what I mean?
just going to search by explicit.
Oh,
Yeah.
in the meantime, while you guys look for that, I finally found a Doom crossover.
Hey, first one. There we go.
Yeah, it contains platonic cuddling.
That's adorable.
You have stood alone against the assembled hordes of hell, your rage unquenched, your strength unyielding. Stories of your conquests strike fear into blackened hearts of the damned, but now you face a new challenge. Stranded in a world that is not your own, you will be called upon to lead with the guidance of an enthusiastic Shih Tzu. You may yet find your redemption.
Nice.
All of it.
So, I have here, it's an Attack on Titan Animal Crossing
Oh,
crossover.
what the fuck are they fighting?
With Mikasa playing Animal Crossing on her DS.
She has a DS.
Yeah, there's a lot of them. There is a lot of them.
Wait. So is
Yeah.
she in the world of Attack on Titan and then getting thrown into...
No, it's an AU. AU in modern
So they're
modern
just
world,
taking the
where
character-
Eren and Mikasa are dating.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah,
Okie dokie.
right, so.
And here I was hoping for Isabel to be well over skyscraper height and like kicking in a wall.
Oh, that'd be good, wouldn't it?
Announcement!
I'll bet you Isabel with one of the 3D maneuver gears just kind of flying around.
Or a massive Tom Nook going like, you have a debt to pay.
Yes. Attack on Top. So, you guys enjoyed the Goose Game Animal Crossing crossover we found, right?
Well, I haven't read it or looked at it at all.
I mean, you enjoyed that we found that,
Yes,
right?
Yeah.
yes.
And you liked the idea of a Castlevania crossover with Animal Crossing
It was alright.
as well. So I have here, Dracula comes to Animal Crossing land in search of Untitled Goose.
What?
It's a crossover between Untitled Goose Game, Castlevania, and Animal Crossing.
That's a fucking reach, isn't it?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Jesus,
I
what?
think it's a sequel and a spin-off from previous works.
Oh yeah.
I think this is
this
yeah,
is
this
the
is the
same
same
guy.
author.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So this is the sequel of The Goose Comes to Animal Crossing.
Are you sure?
Did he-
Glitter,
Only this time Dracula's
Glitter
here too.
Nappy Blackett Rose.
Get a nappy glack. Yeah. Gact. So Gact is a J-pop
Oh,
singer.
fuck, of course it is. How do you know this?
He did most of the music for the Final Fantasy VII sequels.
Of course you know this, you weeb. Alright.
Yeah.
Right. I decided to celebrate with a spin-off of my previous work. Fucking hell.
I'll tell you this, I love this author's titles. Like, they tell you exactly what the fics about.
Yeah, yeah.
So they have one here called Alucard, Trevor, and Cypher play video games. Alucard, Trevor, and Cypher go to Hogwarts.
Can I just read the first line? The town of
Yeah, absolutely.
Dochas didn't really know what hit it. 1 second, the villagers were happily chasing insects, trying to find the biggest one for the bug off. And the next second, their peaceful little town has plunged into total darkness, a huge castle suddenly looming over them from a nearby plateau.
So yeah, Dracula just arrives in Animal Crossing. In his castle.
Oh, yeah, we need to do this one.
Yeah, I'm putting this in. Okay, so just to wrap up, so Nick is reading Tom Nook, Fucking Money, and the MCR. I have The Goose and Dracula and a Dystopian Future. Grace has The Magnus Archives and Crossing Boundaries.
Yay. Crossing boundaries.
Which, honestly, is kind of a fair balance, because you've got two that you really like, Grace. You've got The Magnus Archives.
Mm-hmm.
So it's only fair that you get the egg pregnation.
Oh,
The egg pregnation.
pregnation.
Of a position. I can't remember the name. Yeah, so let's do an outro. Grace, I don't trust you to do the outro after that
What do
intro.
you mean? That was
so
class.
I'm
That was better than all the intros
So-
put together. It was fun. It was whippy. It was, it got your attention. It insulted you ruthlessly.
You offended many people.
Yeah, exactly. Perfect.
Hey. So, yeah, we've got some fics assigned. We're going to take them away. And we'll be back. We actually have a schedule now, so we should be back on track doing every other week.
Do we?
But
What?
I've been lining up all the Good Omens episodes to go out properly on time.
Oh,
good
wow,
for you.
so...
So hopefully, I haven't broken that yet, but that is true at the time of recording. I don't know if that's still going to be true by the time this goes up. I hope it is.
So,
we'll see how it goes.
So that's great. Bi-weekly doesn't mean whatever we want it to mean anymore.
No, it doesn't. For now. We'll see. So, yeah, thanks for listening, and see us again in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Well, you don't even see us, we're a podcast. What am I thinking? Listen to us in 2 weeks. We're professionals. Good night.
Good night.